Howdy. My name is Holly Gady. I'm the Assistant Head of Undergraduate Studies in Chemistry, and I'm here to convince you how wonderful chemistry is as a major because it's incredibly relevant to your lives. If you can see it, smell it, taste it, or touch it, it involves chemistry, so it's an incredibly impactful thing to study. We have 8 undergraduate degrees in chemistry, and then one that's a hybrid undergraduate degree. They're all based either, though, on a BA in chemistry or a BS in chemistry. Broadly speaking, the BS degree is designed for students that want to become scientists, want to be chemists, want laboratory careers or research careers. And the BA is designed for students that are good at chemistry and love chemistry, but don't really see themselves becoming practicing chemists, and instead want to use the degree as a springboard to another type of career. Part of the reason for that is the BS degree includes more chemistry courses, including more laboratory work, and it has built-in research requirements. So all of our BS students graduate with undergraduate research experience. There's also more math and a higher level of physics required for our BS. The BA, on the other hand, offers more flexibility, so it's very compatible with pre-professional programs. So our students go on to do a huge variety of things. Some of them go on to do what you probably imagine when you think of a chemist, wearing a white lab coat, working in a lab with bubbling test tubes. But there's very many sectors where those kind of jobs can be found, including the chemical industry, government laboratories, university laboratories, startup environments. And the problems that you can investigate and study are enormous because, again, chemistry is everywhere. Of course, in Texas, oil and gas is incredibly important. So many of our students go on to work for the petrochemical industry in one way or the other. We have people that go work in pharma, designing and developing new drugs, the biotech industry, cosmetics or personal care products. So we have a former student working for L'Oreal, for example. Personal care is stuff like deodorant and air freshener and detergent. We have people working in paintings and coatings, people working in agricultural chemistry, people working in batteries. We have a former student that works for a subsidiary of Tesla working on their batteries. Lots of efforts going on today to try to develop more sustainable and biodegradable polymers. We have lots of students working on that. Most of those jobs are available to students with BS degrees in chemistry, although some of our students choose to go for further study and earn a PhD before going on to those kinds of careers. We do have many students pursuing professional school opportunities. Probably the 2 most common that we see is pharmacy school. We have a version of our degree, BA, with a biological chemistry concentration that builds in all the biology that's required for pharmacy school, so it's really compatible with that. We also see medical school, physician's assistant school, vet school, and yes, even law school. Our students are well qualified to go on and do patent law, for example, or environmental law. We do have students that go on for higher education and become professors at colleges and universities, and we're very proud of our teacher education program. We also have a special concentration that actually precedes the SEED minor that has the built-in education courses required to become certified to teach in Texas. We have very lucrative scholarship opportunities. Our highest scholarships are for students that want to become high school teachers, and 100% employment for those students. So it's a really great, flexible job. We have folks that work in the environment, monitoring air, water, or soil quality. We have students that go on to become forensic scientists and criminalists. We have students that commission in the military. They often end up with technical jobs, like working on nuclear subs or becoming pilots. We have a former student that's an air battle manager in working at NATO. We have folks that are really good at chemistry but don't really see themselves doing laboratory positions. So those students might do sales, technical sales, selling your chemical company, selling your chemical to another chemical company that turns it into something else, pharmaceutical sales. We do have students that go on to do marketing and finance as well. So there's a huge variety of things that you can do with a chemistry degree. You can work in a laboratory environment, a classroom environment, a hospital setting. You can work in big teams of people. Almost all exciting research today is done with collaborations between lots and lots of people. You can work individually. You can do a lot of writing. So there's a lot of choices and opportunities. And I think the reason for that is because our students gain a lot of different transferable skills as they progress through the degree. Some types of chemistry are very quantitative. The answer is a number, and the number is either right or wrong. And so you have to have a degree of quantitative literacy. But for any of you that have gone on to organic chemistry, that's not true for organic. In organic, you have to count to 4 because there are 4 bonds to carbon. But other than that, there's not a lot of numbers involved. However, critical thinking is incredibly important to be successful in organic. You really have to think logically to understand how electrons are going to move and flow to make and break bonds. Trying to memorize your way through organic chemistry is not a good idea or recipe for success. Our students learn to communicate, as Christy mentioned earlier. Communication in science is incredibly important. Science that isn't communicated is no better than science that hasn't been done. So our students learn to speak and write about science to a variety of audiences. Our students have to be somewhat good with their hands because they're assembling reaction equipment and operating instruments. They have to be able, as I mentioned earlier, to work in teams, but they also have to be individually accountable. So it's hard to imagine any type of job you can that exists out there in the world where these skills wouldn't be useful. So our students go on to do a wide variety of things.
Thank you, Dr. Gady. I was going to ask you just how powerful someone could be if they had a law degree and a bachelor's in chemistry. Thank you for mentioning that. Are there any questions about many of our chemistry programs? I think Simon would agree with everything.
And I forgot to mention, we do also offer a minor in chemistry, which beyond the general intro chemistry is 5 lectures and 3 labs. So pretty compatible with a lot of different majors.